Hello and welcome. I am going to talk to you today about, as a mom who is busy raising a child with special needs, maybe multiple kids, we have a ton going on in our world. And if you are anything like me, it is very difficult sometimes to stop thinking about all of the other things that you need to do, whether it's for your kids and the appointments and the school and the therapy, or it's for your job and all of the other tasks that we have to juggle, like our house and our relationships and all of these things. Um, as as moms, it's so easy to just spend our entire day thinking about everybody else and ignoring our needs. And so I want to talk to you today about if you can only do one thing for yourself every day, what the Big Bang thing is and some strategy for you. Okay, so you are in the right place right now if you are feeling a little bit overloaded and seeking to improve yourself, like you realize that you have neglected yourself. I have done this in the past and still struggle with this sometimes, where I just put myself completely on the back burner, and it always comes at a price. It always comes at a price. So you start to feel the symptoms of this, and it comes out in a lot of different ways for different moms. For me, it is usually like explosive anger and um, mood swings, depression. For some people, it you feel it in your body. You carry tension, you feel aches and pains. Weight gain is a big one. Cravings is a big one. And just an overall sense of being overwhelmed because you haven't met your needs. So what our challenge is, what our task is to learn how to take a little bit of time for ourselves. Now, when it comes to your needs and self care, right? We love this word self care. There are so many different facets to that. And so this looks a little bit different for everyone, right? Sometimes we have like these emotional needs that need to be met through relationships, through connection, through fun. This is a type of self care. But we also have these physical needs, things like sleep and water and nutrition and movement that our body also really needs. And then we have our soul. If you are a spiritual person, are paying attention to our dreams and our goals and what's going on in our heart is also a really important part of self-care. So I want to just acknowledge that because this journey looks different for everybody. But for me, and what I do as a fitness coach and a health professional, is really help moms focus in on that physical side of things, because I truly believe that when physically things are off, it impacts all of those other areas. Really does. I've experienced this in my own life, where I've gone through seasons where I've just um, maybe not been eating well. This is always a hard one for me, is eating to nourish my body versus like skipping meals and powering through on coffee and then like eating all the sugar and all the quick fast food and stuff. And for me, when I got that in order and started, moving my body in a way that felt good and taking care of myself physically, it opened this door for me to start to pay attention to myself and my needs in those other areas, and really get well holistically all around. So when you have limited bandwidth, the goal here, if you can just do one thing for yourself every day, is literally to do one thing for yourself every day. Just one. And giving yourself permission to do that one thing every day and really being consistent with it is the first step for you to be shifting away from feeling overwhelmed, feeling like I'm just pouring into everybody else and never into myself. It just starts with one thing. And this could be any one thing for you, really. But what I wanted to let you know today is that when you're looking at all of the things that you're missing out on for yourself, right? When I listed out all those different types of self care, you might have been just like checking off the box. Okay, I'm not exercising. Okay, I'm not eating well. Okay, I'm not resting well. Okay, I'm not really connecting with my friends. Okay, I'm not taking any time to like, reflect and work on gratitude or spirituality or any of that. You might check off that whole list. And what that feels like is like, well, I am a massive failure. I can't do this. I can't do any of this. I don't have time for this. And so we just go back into our shutdown mode, right? Where we just think it's not possible for us. So the one thing is to do just one thing, literally just one thing, whatever it is that you need. It might be, um, taking some time every day just to message a friend or to eat breakfast. And in my experience doing this and really focusing in on the physical side of things, I have put together a guide for staying healthy as a special needs mom that really digs into the top five. That if you can just choose one thing to focus on, like this list of five is the big bang for helping you physically to start to feel better. And so I'm gonna put that in the comments here for you guys if you are interested in seeing what that is and what those top five are. You can grab that. But what I want to invite you to try maybe this week is, if you can just do one thing for this week, some intentional movement. Some intentional movement. When we move our body, there are some amazing things that happen. Um, we physically get the benefits of this because our blood circulates through our body more, which means it circulates up into our brain more. So if you're kind of living in a brain fog, feeling tired, feeling overwhelmed, feeling worn down, when you get that rush of blood into your brain, it's gonna light things up, and your brain cells, your brain will actually start firing a little bit more, and we want that. The other thing that happens is, when you move your body, you focus on exercise, whether it's walking or dancing or yoga, or lifting weights, you mentally are bringing your brain back in touch with your body. And this is really powerful because, like we talked about, when we're thinking about everybody else and all of the other things and ignoring ourselves, we lose touch with our body. And so giving your brain that permission to think about yourself while you're exercising and think about your body, it really starts to impact just how you think about yourself in general. The third thing that happens is you are going to feel the physical benefits of moving, and that seems funny, but um, it's there's a rush of hormones that happens whenever we exercise and we get our heart rate up specifically, that makes us feel so good. It's truly a mood booster. So not only do we get that blood flow to our brain, but it boosts our mood. And this is why when I created my workout program for special needs moms, it's called the 20-minute boost program, it truly is a boost in all forms. The last thing that happens, you guys, when you move your body is you let tension out of your body. When we're stressed out, when we're overwhelmed, it is unbelievable just how much we tense our muscles up. I was just talking to a client about this last night who experiences this, just like I do. You live kind of in this braced mode. Your shoulders hunch up. We carry tension all up in our neck, our shoulders, our back, our hips even. And so when you exercise and when you move your body even just a little bit, your body is able to release that tension out of you, and it helps you to feel just a little bit more calm and relaxed in your body. And so if you only do one thing for yourself every day, this is the big message for you today. Do just one thing, right? Focus on one thing. Choose one thing that you want to focus on doing. Do that thing. And if I can make a suggestion, that one thing, if you can make it physical, if you can make it exercise, is going to go so far for you in your health, your well being, and impact all of the other areas of your life. Now, I can't stop this without addressing this one big question that comes up with moms is um, I feel so selfish whenever I take time for myself. It feels like I am taking away from everybody else. And the answer to that is yes and no. Yes and no. You are going to have to take some time. It doesn't need to be a lot of time. Like if you can start with 5 minutes or 1 minute. If you're doing zero right now, maybe just spend like 1 or 2 minutes to get started. I aim for 20 minutes a day. That's what my clients do because there's a lot of research around the benefits that come when you hit that 20-minute mark. But honestly, within your bandwidth, whatever it looks like for you. Um, so yes, we do have to take some time. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you take that little bit of time for yourself, maybe you have to put your kids on a device, or maybe you're stepping away from work, or maybe you're choosing not to do all the laundry. When you take that little bit of time for yourself, you are going to become more effective in the work that you do because of that brain boost that we were talking about. You are going to be emotionally more prepared to handle the things that happen. And I want to share a story about that actually. So today is like a really hard day for me. My son just had a close contact with somebody with COVID, and we're coming on the heels of like 3 weeks of illness in my family that was not COVID, and now he's got to stay home, and it's just throwing a wrench in things. And we've got the holidays coming, and I was today just had a really hard day trying to process this. And this morning, though, I stopped in the midst of all of that and I did some exercise. And I said, you know what? I need to do this because when I have done that for me, when I have let the stress out, when I've taken that time, I'm going to come in and I'm going to be able to handle the things that are thrown at me because I'm in a better place for me emotionally, physically, mentally. And so it's not selfish. That's the amazing paradox is it's not selfish. You will be your best. You'll be able to handle all of the things that maybe your kid's having a hard day, and your body will be prepared to handle that. So let that go. Let go of that selfish mom guilt that you always have to be doing everything for everybody else. Do a little bit for you. Everybody else is going to benefit. All right. So if this is resonating with you right now, two different things. I've got that guide. If you want to look, if you haven't seen this yet, my Staying Healthy as a Special Needs Mom guide outlines like these top 5 things that I would have moms start with if you're struggling with your physical health. But I want to invite you if you want to try out this 20-minute boost workout program. If that what I've been talking about physically and moving your body is hitting home for you right now and you're like, you know what? That makes so much sense. I think that's what I need. I want to invite you to come in and try this with me and the other moms in the program. We have an amazing community, a supportive community where we're cheering each other on. It's not competitive. It's not about you being perfect and doing things every day. It's about you just learning to show up for yourself as a mom. And these workouts are incredibly simple. They are designed for people who are anywhere from beginner to, really starting to crank it out. And because it's what we call interval training, you can take it at your own pace. So you can work as hard as you want or not as hard as you want. And so it gives you permission to show up wherever you are at that time and just do the best that you can with where you're at. And I love it because just this morning, actually, I saw one of my clients. She said, I haven't been sleeping well. I showed up and I just did 5 minutes of the workout. And I was able to respond to her and be like, yes, go you, right? You did 5 minutes. Let's celebrate that because there's no guilt here. We all understand each other. And just the fact that you show up and you do that is amazing. And here's the thing about being a part of a coaching program like this is that I am in your corner. I'm there. I'm helping keep you accountable with the workouts. I see what you're doing. I see that when you show up, and I'm going to cheer you on like no one else. And it's so cool to know that you're not alone in this journey, that you can get the support of a community and a coach and take a little bit of time for you each day. So, if you are interested in trying that out, I would love to chat with you about that. You can leave a comment here and let me know. I want to try one of the workouts, and I'm going to hook you up. I will send you one of these so that you can just get a feel for me as a coach. My coaching, my workouts are not like a lot of the things that you're going to find on YouTube, because it's not all about let's look amazing, let's shred our body. Yes, the workouts are effective, but I don't focus on that very much. I focus on how you're feeling, and just giving you that permission to move your body and feel good. And I know that you're going to love it and really connect with me as a coach. So I want you to try it out. And then if you love it, I'll give you an invitation to actually jump in and try the full program. So leave a comment. Let me know if you would like to try one of those workouts. And if not, let me know in the comments, what is that one thing that you want to start doing every day for yourself? Little steps, one thing is enough. Let me know in the comments so that I can cheer you on, help keep you accountable through the holidays, and be in your corner for you. All right, you guys, have a great week, and I will chat with you soon.